in Taekwondo, 1988 in Seoul, and then again in '92 in Barcelona. And the whole of Australia supporting this young lady, Lauren Burns, from a famous family indeed, the daughter of Ronnie Burns. And for now, she steals the limelight. She picks up and carries the mantle for the family. Up against Ubia Melendez Rodriguez, the 28-year-old from Holguin in Cuba. Three 3-minute rounds in this gold medal contest in the under 49 kilogram division, also known as the flyweight. 5,000 people stacked in to the State Sports Centre. Well, it's a terrific story. In fact, it was Ronnie Burns himself that introduced Lauren to the sport of Taekwondo. He started off going with his son, Lauren's brother Michael, who has since dropped out, but I know that he's a very keen supporter of Lauren. His mum Maggie as well. So what a night for the Burns family. As we are about to get underway in this gold medal bout. Lauren Burns on screen wearing the red, or the... You'll hear the referee make the commands. They are all in Korean. This sport having its origins in Korea some 2,000 years ago. More than 50 million enthusiasts the world over in the sport of Taekwondo. Some 157 countries take part. And in the under 49 kilogram division, it all comes down to this. There are two left for the gold medal. The 26-year-old Lauren Burns of Melbourne, again with that attack, but not scoring a point. There are 3 judges courtside. 2 of them must confirm that there was a scoring blow, and they have to the Australian. So Burns hits the front early in this first round. She takes a 1-0 lead. The blows are referred to as trembling shocks, and they must be forceful enough to change the momentum of an opponent. So you would have noticed already they are attacking each other and, in fact, touching each other with kicks and punches. They must be sufficient to change the momentum of the opponent as the Cuban levels at 1 point all. Midway through this first round, first of 3 3-minute rounds. There you saw the spinning kick from the Cuban. Roundhouse kick from Burns of Australia. The crowd like it. Score remains at 1 point all. So the Cuban just incurring the wrath of the referee a couple of times in this first round. And it may count against her in the long run. So even though they don't score with some of these kicks, it is important in this sport to keep attacking, because in the eventuality of a tie, the referee will decide who has been the most attacking or the most aggressive. So whilst they weigh each other up for a fair part of the round, it is important to stay on the front foot and to continually attack and be aggressive, as Burns does now. Although the Cuban takes a 2-1 lead. And it appears as though Lauren Burns has just been stunned for the moment. And it appears she's taken a low blow. In fact, she's taken quite a while to recover and prepare herself. The referee urging her on, saying we must continue. Burns trails 2-1 in the first round. She hits back beautifully, and at the end of the first round, it is level at 2-all. Good start for Lauren Burns. And the Cuban, Ubia Melendez Rodriguez, fairly happy with her work as well. They'll have a 1-minute break in between rounds. Ross Hartnett, the head coach of the Australian team. Lauren's personal coach, Jin Tae Jong. In reaching the final, Lauren Burns had a bye in the first round, went straight through to the second preliminary round, and it was an enormous win. She beat the 1999 world champion and a real gold medal fancy in Xu Ju-Chi of Chinese Taipei. It's a fantastic performance from Burns. And then earlier today in the third preliminary round, she beat the Dane Hanni Hogue Poulsen. Came from behind. She was well down right throughout the bout, dug deep and got through to this gold medal bout. Round 2 underway at 2 points all in the under 49 or flyweight division. Lauren Burns from Melbourne against the Cuban Urbia Melendez-Rodriguez. At least 2 of the 3 judges must agree it was a scoring blow, and they must agree within 1 second of each other. All of the scores are registered electronically. The referee just halting proceedings for the moment. A timeout. The officials courtside not happy about something. We'll try and find out what this is. There were some problems with the electronics in the previous bout in the men's flyweight division. In fact, that bout was stopped for quite a while. So perhaps similar problems here at the moment. The 28-year-old Cuban stands at 166 centimetres and 5'5" in the old language. She began competing. She was a very late starter to the sport. She started at 20 years of age. She's a professor, comes from Holguin in Cuba. And the contest back on. Just over 2 minutes remain in this second round. And it's the Australian, Lauren Burns, leading 3 points to 2. And once again, a timeout called. Here you see the Cuban coach on screen. The bout back on. Spinning kick from the Cuban. And you see the versatility of Lauren Burns, changing sides quite regularly. Shaping up with the left, she then switches to the right. Still enjoying the 1-point advantage. Minute to go in round 2. The roundhouse kick from the Cuban. Urbia Melendez-Rodriguez. So the roundhouse kick from Burns, not scoring with the 3 judges. As the Cuban loses the black belt. And they will stop the clock. En route to this final, the Cuban, plain sailing for her as well. In the first round, defeating Agueda Perez Lopez, the Mexican. In the second round, took on the woman from Lesotho, Lekaleli Talai. And earlier today in the third preliminary round, beat the Turk, Dondu Guvenk. Great Australians. 10 seconds in round 2. It'll be a nice advantage to take into the final round. And she can hang on now as the Cuban attempts the spinning kick. The bell has gone. And it's the Australian by 2. 4 points to 2 at the end of the second round. The advantage with the Australian. Marvellous performance. It was the spinning kick late in that round that earned the extra point. And there it is, proud to be Australian, and they are at the moment. Coach Jin Tae-jong urging on Lauren Burns. She is 3 minutes away from a gold medal. There it was, the spinning kick to the chest. And the foot as well, the blow to the head of the Cuban, Melendez-Rodriguez, earning the 2 points during that round. 60-second break now in between the second and third round. So just 3 minutes for Lauren Burns to perhaps win a gold medal, the first ever in Taekwondo for Australia. The referee, Naho Michael from Lesotho, gets this third round underway. And the Cuban will be on the all-out attack. She has to, as Burns just goes outside the mat area. And the referee will bring them back to the middle and restarts this third round. Important for Burns to continue attacking, though, because in the end it counts in the final wash-up. If the Cuban is to level, it will be the most attacking opponent. And again, Burns is hit quite low. It's the second time in this bout she's experienced some pain. She suffered a low blow in the first round and was forced to stop for a good 30 seconds. And again, it happens. She's ready to go. I know it's stating the obvious. Many proud parents throughout these Olympics. So many Australians doing great things. But here's another one, Lauren Burns. As the Cuban attempts the front kick. No points scored. Inside 2 minutes remain. Roundhouse kick from the Cuban, not scoring a point. Remember, it must change the momentum of the opponent, even if the kick or the punch does land. And again, the timeout is called by the referee. Just checking the equipment of the Cuban. The belt has already come off once. As Burns retreats. Lauren Burns won the US Open last year in January of this year. She also won the silver medal at the US Open. Good form leading into these Olympic Games. And what a win earlier in this event, beating the world champion from Chinese Taipei, Xu Juqi. It's still Burns by 2. We are inside 1 minute. She is less than a minute away from the gold medal in this under 49 kilogram division, the flyweight division of Taekwondo. The Cuban surely now will throw everything at Burns. Time ticks away. 38 seconds left on the clock. Lauren Burns with the front kick to the abdomen area. No score. Inside 30 seconds now. Time running out for Cuba's Urbia Melendez-Rodriguez, and the crowd can sense it. They know that Lauren Burns is on her way to a gold medal for Australia in the sport of Taekwondo. Marvellous moment for Lauren Burns. She has made history. Australia has won its first Taekwondo medal, a gold in the flyweight division. Well, what will the headlines be tomorrow around Australia? Her father, a famous Australian for so many years, he'll now be the father of Lauren Burns, and rightly so. And I'm sure he won't mind a bit. Fantastic achievement, great performance. As Lauren Burns goes over to her supporters now, grabs the Australian flag. Marvellous start. She did trail 2-1 early in the bout. It was towards the end of the first round. She was doing all of the attacking. She was always well in control. Took the sport up as a 14-year-old with her brother competing. Her father introduced them. Mum Maggie has always been a great supporter as well. And it ends now in a gold medal performance at these Sydney Games. There he is, Ronnie Burns, the proud father, brother Michael. Proud coach Jin Tae-jong as well. He's played his part in all of this success. And this will do wonderful things for the sport in Australia, surely. Our first gold medal in Taekwondo. And this has been some victory lap, hasn't it? It's still going, and so it should.
All of Australia is going to know that smiling face tomorrow. It belongs to Lauren Burns, and she has won the gold medal in the 49 kilogram class.